Thank you all for joining us today. It's another webinar with our series in partnership with Florio. Um, we're going over disaster assistance, and this particular webinar will be more towards beginning farmer and ranchers, just an intro to disaster assistance, as well as where you can find that information. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat or you're in the Q&A. We can answer them throughout the presentation or at the end. But real quick, joining us is Brooke with USDA California Farm Service Agency and Chloe with Farmer Veteran Coalition. Chloe, I'll give you a minute just to say real quick what we're doing with Flower Hill, and then I'll let Brooke get started.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're at. It's good to be on another webinar with y'all. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy week to join us. I'm Chloe Painter. I work for Farmer Veteran Coalition, and I'm the veteran service provider. So if you've called or emailed support, then you've probably visited with me. So what we're doing with Flower Hill is it's a partnership along with a few other wonderful organizations. And our goal is to basically outreach and do technical assistance for natural disaster help. So when natural disaster, kind of prepping, but also when natural disaster happens, helping people understand what all is out there through the USDA and FSA to help you in recovery. I feel like there's a whole lot of programs that people just simply don't know about. So that's kind of why we're here, is to get as much of that information out to y'all as possible so that you're not, if disaster unfortunately does happen to your farm, ranch, property, you are prepped and prepared to kind of take on those next steps in natural disaster assistance.
Thank you for that, Chloe. And real quick, I'm putting in the chat just our information on our website where you can find more information with FSA and disaster assistance. But without further ado, Brooke, I'll let you get started. And I'll let you introduce yourself and then we can get started. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Hello. Thank you all for having me on today. I am the USDA California Farm Service Agency Outreach and Communications Coordinator for the state of California. I'm also the USDA Beginning Farmer and Rancher lead here in California for not only the Farm Service Agency, but Natural Resource Conservation Service, Risk Management Agency, and Rural Development. Next slide. So as mentioned, and most importantly, I feel honored to be on as a Navy veteran myself. I served in the military back in 99 to 2007. I was a combat cameraman during Operation Enduring and Iraqi Freedom. I also was a broadcaster at Navy Marine Corps News in Washington, D.C., and I also did sea duty on the Emory S. Land. If anybody is a Navy folk out there, they might have heard Emory S. Land is now DECOM, but it was a submarine tender. So back to what we're getting the scoop here. So getting started with USDA. As Diego mentioned, I wanted to make sure I connect and let you all know that each state has a beginning farmer coordinator, and that is important for if you are considered a new and beginning farmer. And what USDA considers a new and beginning farmer is 10 years or less. So some of you may not think you're a new and beginning farmer, but if it's 10 years or less, you are. And each state has a resource coordinator that you can contact. So for USDA services. And at the end here, I'll make sure to put that link, or you can just contact me. My contact information is at the end of this presentation as well, and I'll put it in the chat also when we're done. If you want to just contact me, I could connect you with who your BFR coordinator. If you're not here in California, it's me. If you're outside of California, I'll connect you with that person. One of the big things is when you're starting out in farming is I highly recommend to contact your local USDA service center. If you don't know where your local USDA Service Center is in your state and in your county, again, you can contact me and I could connect you. I work with all of my counterparts in other states. Um, that's popped up. And so once you get connected with your local service center, you can work with our agency, the Farm Service Agency, and also our sister agency, Natural Resource Conservation Service, and get you started with our programs. Next slide. So I'm going to go through a snippet of what we all offer. I don't believe in overloading with too much information on these presentations. My idea is that, let's get you attracted to it, like something that sticks out that fits your needs. And then we connect you with our local office or get you on the phone and talk about what is the needs you're looking for. If you look at the programs I'm going to go over and you don't feel like they fit you, don't stop there and think, okay, well, then USDA doesn't have anything for me. I highly recommend to maybe give me a call or let me connect you with your BFR lead in your state, because a lot of times there are things and we can't just go over everything. FSA has a lot. So I am going to focus on the farm program side today. And as what we discussed, disaster assistance. But also we do have more than disaster assistance. We have conservation programs, safety net programs, risk management. And then we also have another department under the Farmer Service Agency, which is farm loans. And they have a portfolio of different loan programs to offer. Next slide. So FSA farm programs, as mentioned, we do crop acreage reporting. We have a whole list of disaster programs that I'm going to go over in a sec. And then we have also farm storage facility loans. So that's another type of loan. It's actually under our program side, not our loan side, but that is another program that is quite popular with a lot of beginning farmers. Next slide. So as mentioned, today we're focusing on the disaster assistance program. So I'll be going through each of these areas. If you have any questions at the end, please let me know or put them in the chat. And then I'll go, I can answer a little deeper into them, but I'm kind of going to give a snippet of each of these, which is the livestock forage program, the livestock indemnity program, emergency assistance for livestock, honeybees, and farm-raised fish program, emergency conservation program, non-insured crop disaster assistance program, and tree assistance program. Next slide. So first I'll start off with our livestock disaster programs. Livestock forage disaster program, we like to call it LFP, and our agency provides compensation to eligible livestock producers who have suffered grazing losses due to drought or fire on land that is native or improved pasture land with permanent vegetative cover or that is planted specifically for grazing. The next program is the Livestock Indemnity Program. The Livestock Indemnity Program provides benefits to livestock producers for livestock deaths in excess of normal mortality caused by adverse weather or by attack by animals reintroduced in the wild by the federal government. The next program is the Emergency Assistance for Livestock, Honeybees, and Farm-Raised Fish Program. It provides emergency assistance to eligible producers of livestock, honeybees, and farm-raised fish for losses due to disease. Next slide. So our non-insured crop assistance program, this program provides financial assistance to producers of non-insurable crops to protect against damaging weather that result in lower yields, crop losses, or prevents crop planting. Each county has different what crops are insured. And so I highly recommend depending what you're growing, if to check with your local county to see if what you're growing is insured or not. If it is non-insurable, excuse me, we have a program that is really helpful to get that basic coverage. And depending, as a beginning farmer rancher, you can be covered for that basic coverage for free, and then you could do buy up if you like on it. So it's a really unique program, and again, it's each county differs on what is considered eligible under crop insurance or not eligible. And if it's not, especially your row crops and things like that, depending where you're located, non-insured crop assistance can cover. Next slide. So the next one is our ELAP program, and this is for honeybees. We also have livestock as well under this program, but for this slide, it's just for the honeybee losses. This program helps provide payment back for your losses of colony, hive, and feed losses, and it must be due to an eligible adverse weather or loss condition. Loss of colonies must be in excess of normal mortality of 24.2%. And this covers damage to hives and feed that was purchased or produced to sustain honeybees until such time that additional feed becomes available. Next slide. And then just a little more. Eligible honeybees include bees housed in a managed hive and used for honeybee production, pollination, or honeybee breeding. And of course, on a lot of our programs, we always ask to make sure you're reporting those losses to the county office timely. Next slide. So our tree assistance program, it replants or rehabilitates trees, vines destroyed or damaged by natural disasters. Loss in excess of normal mortality is 18%. This program is a cost share program. So if you have a specific amount of loss, in excess of that normal mortality, we provide a cost share to help replant those trees or vines and also help pay you back for land prep by acre. The deadline to sign up for this program, some of these have deadlines that are different, depends on what the program is. With this program, it's within 90 days of the event or when loss has become apparent. Next slide. Emergency conservation programs offer financial and technical assistance to producers to repair and restore farmlands affected by natural disasters such as flood, hurricanes, wildfires, and drought. ECP helps farmers and ranchers implement emergency conservation measures to rehabilitate damaged land, restore agricultural production, and prevent further environmental degradation. We had a lot of ECP here in California a few years ago with all the floodings. Flooding, of course, then damages your farmland or readjusts it, and this program helps to restore with that kind of issue. Again, there's other disasters. Just thought with that one we had quite a bit here in California, and so ECP is also implemented. It's not an ongoing program. It needs to be implemented after disaster strikes. And depending on, we work with our local ag commissioners and our local county committee members to get this program implemented after a disaster. Next slide. I know I just went over a snippet of some of the things we offer. But I highly recommend checking us out on, we have different programs and different tools depending where you are in your journey. As mentioned here under USDA.gov, we have kind of go over the initiatives that we're doing with veterans. A lot of it has to do with that beginning farmer resource programs that we offer that you can connect with us in each state, and then we can provide you with different needs. A lot of times, depending where you are, let's say you got out of the military and you really want to get into farming. Maybe your family was farming at one point, and now after your time in the military, you want to start your own farm. There's a lot of things out there, and it's not just with USDA, but also with your state ag, in your state. Also, there's nonprofits out there. SBA helps with, starting a business. There's just quite a bit. And I know it can be, as a veteran, and when you're getting out of the service, things can be very overwhelming on, where to start. So I highly recommend connecting with your state BFR coordinator to kind of see where you're at. Is it you need to get training? Because there's also a lot of training out there and on-the-job training in the farming states with all the states that have farming, and we can get you started there. Or if you're already started farming, then of course, that's where USDA pulls up and can, we want you to get you registered with our agency, let you know about the programs we have. I went over just a tiny snippet of our programs today. We have a lot of programs, and a lot of them sometimes just come out and get implemented yearly or depending on, with the new farm bill and things like that. So don't get discouraged if you feel like something doesn't fit for you. If you're looking online, I highly recommend to talk to us and see where you're at. That should really can help get you started. Next slide. So most importantly, it's my information to call me directly or to email me. I can connect you, like I said, if you're not in my state, I can connect you with those out there in other states, my counterparts, to assist you. So feel free, veteran to veteran. I love talking to other veterans, talking about our stories and all the things, that experience is, it's very valuable to work with veterans, and so I'm always very honored to assist. So that's it. Any questions? I think I saw questions in the chat box here.
Yeah, we have one question. Suzanne says that she owns a small family farm. Hurricane Helene broke their bridge. Estimation was 50K plus to fix it. Are there any grants that you'd recommend her to like try to look into or any resources?
So I'm reading. So she has a family farm. Okay, broke your bridge. Um, I would uh I would recommend the ECP program. Those fix those types of issues. If you want to email me or put your email in the chat, I can connect you with my counterpart in North Carolina and get you assistance.
All right. And then another one wanted more information about ELAP. He's
Okay.
in Missouri. So would he just reach out to
It,
you?
yeah, you could just reach out to me and then I can do connect with the state and intro and tell them about with ELAP and if they're interested.
All right. And let's see. There's
And
any.
I'll put my contact info in the chat to assist.
And then let's see. I don't see any more questions. But other than reaching out to you, where is there a link where people can find their local FSA agent? Like where would they go to?
Yes, the link was in the slide. I know I sent you also the PDF, Diego.
Mhm.
Um, do you have access to share that PDF with all of them? Then they have all the links and everything.
Yeah, I can share it to everyone here. Okay. If we don't have any more questions, we might have a short webinar today. Um, Chloe, is there anything you'd like to add about just about our work with Flower Hill and disaster assistance?
No, I will say though, we are going to have a June program, a July program, and an August program as well. So look for those. Diego will start getting that information out soon. And also, Brooke, this was awesome. I appreciate your service. I appreciate you coming and talking to everybody today. It helps so many people, and Diego always puts these on YouTube. So we hope that it reaches even more people. And we're just super grateful that you were able to join us today.
Oh, as I said, I'm honored. Love to work with veterans. It's honored to we had amazing time being in service, and it doesn't end. So once in the military, always in the military, I think in the mindset. So um feel free to anytime you guys need any assistance or need me to present, or you're looking for presenters within the USDA, always happy to connect you.
And then real quick, I just want to share my screen one more time. So for those that need more information on our website, you can go to farmbeco.org. We have a resources tab called FSA Toolkit. It's all you need for FSA programs or information. We have a bunch of information here that you can look through. Um, and if you need technical assistance, you can click here and it'll take you where you fill out an application. You can reach out to Chloe, Chloe at farmbecco.org, and she can help you fill this out. But it's just about just like such as like your name, email, organization, all that stuff. And then I also want to go into, let me see if I can move this out of the way. Our partnership with Flower Hill Institute. Flower Hill helps out a lot with our disaster assistance. They do outreach, education, and again, technical assistance. You can reach out to Flower Hill as well for information. They have a fact sheet that's really great that goes into the whole program that we're doing. And yeah, if you have any questions, please reach out to us. Support at farmbecco.org, Chloe at farmbecco.org, or to Brooke as well. And again, this will be uploaded to our YouTube channel within a week or so. And yeah, other than that, though, thank you all for joining us today. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you all next time.